My name is Emma Harper, and I'm 32 years old. For 15 years, my wealthy parents treated me like their personal servant, while my younger sister Olivia lived a life of luxury and attention. Every holiday, every family gathering, I was in the kitchen, preparing meals, cleaning, making sure everything was perfect, while she smiled and charmed every guest. Even at the grandest events, like her engagement party with 200 guests at the country club, I spent 14 hours preparing appetizers, while Olivia wore a $3,000 dress and floated among the guests like a star. When one guest asked what I did for a living, my mother laughed and said, Emma doesn't have Olivia's social skills, but she can cook.
What they didn't know was that I had been quietly building my empire for years. For 5 years, I worked tirelessly, managing 50 employees across 3 locations, signing contracts with luxury resorts and Fortune 500 companies. My company, Luminous Events, became a reality, built without a cent from my parents and without using the Harper name. The contract I was about to sign in Florida was worth $2 million, granting exclusive catering rights to 5 resorts and putting Luminous Events on the national map.
None of this mattered to my family. They still saw me as invisible, a servant in the kitchen. But that Christmas Eve changed everything. I received a text from Olivia. "Mom says you're cooking tomorrow. Don't mess up. Important people will be there." I smiled. I wasn't going. I wasn't going to be the family servant anymore. I packed my suitcase, leaving my business card and the emergency catering numbers on the kitchen counter. A small courtesy, even as I chose myself first.
I flew to Florida, finally feeling free. Below me, the Harper estate disappeared in a blur of lights, and I prepared for the deal that would change my life and the lives of my employees. Meanwhile, at home, chaos unfolded. The kitchen was empty, no food prepared, and 25 hungry guests were about to arrive. Olivia's texts were frantic. "Ordering pizza! The CEO is coming! Mom says you're mentally unstable!" I, however, enjoyed a quiet moment in my Florida suite, knowing the disaster was their own doing.
The next morning, I stood in the Pinnacle Resort boardroom, ready to present. The contract was on the table, my presentation flawless, everything going perfectly, until Victoria Chen, the CEO, walked in with an iPad. On it was a photo from the Harper House in Connecticut, going viral on LinkedIn. She looked at me in disbelief. "Emma, is this you?" I nodded. Yes, this was me. It was the ultimate revenge, not with words or anger, but with success they could never imagine. While I enjoyed the calm in my luxury suite in Florida, my family struggled with the chaos. The guests were hungry, the kitchen empty, my mother panicked trying to salvage the evening. Meanwhile, Forbes contacted me. "We want to feature your story in our 40 Under 40 issue, highlighting how you built your company without family support." That recognition, finally, was mine. My success would be public, while they remained blind to my accomplishments. I knew the best revenge was silence and achievement. In hours, I would sign the biggest contract of my career, and my face would be on magazine covers while my family faced the consequences of underestimating me for years. Emma Harper was no longer invisible. I had chosen myself, my career, and my future. I had become the millionaire, the leader, and the undeniable star my family refused to see for so long. Success, I realized, is sometimes the most powerful revenge. It's the victory they never saw coming, the proof that your worth doesn't depend on their recognition. While I celebrated with my team and prepared to lead Luminous Events to national prominence, my family confronted the truth too late. The girl they ignored for 15 years was now the one everyone would remember.
If you've ever felt overlooked or undervalued, you know how powerful it feels to rise above it. What would you do if your family never believed in you? Would you fight for recognition or let them define your worth? Share your answer in the comments below. I read every single one, and I can't wait to hear your story. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring and captivating real-life stories.